Hello, this is Sabrina here, and I wanted to share with you these booties that I've made, and they are so adorable. And I'm going to give you guys the tutorial for these cute little things. These are for a boy, and I'm using a special kind of yarn. This yarn is a mixed fiber yarn, and I actually got this one at Big Lots. And I got the last two, and I love these colors, so I grabbed as many as I can, because look at that price. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And I opened up one of these, and I made one of these booties with it, and look at how much yarn I still have left over. I can probably make like 2 or 3 booties out of this yarn, and that's perfect for me. What we're going to be using for this is a half double crochet stitch, a single crochet, a slip stitch, and that's pretty much it that I remember. I just basically was like looking online and looking at some booties and everything, and I came across something that looks similar to this, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to freestyle this and see if I can make it. And you know what, I did, and these came out really, really cute. Really cute. You're going to be needing some buttons for this project. You can use something else if you want, but the buttons really make a little touch to it. So this is a mixed fiber type of yarn, so that's what I used, but you can probably use any type of yarn. This has acrylic, polyester, and nylon, and this yarn is so very, very beautiful. I love it. Love it. And it's made in Turkey. Oh my god, wow. It's been here for a while. It's beautiful. So we're going to be using that. So I'm going to be using the leftover of this. You're going to be needing a hook. And I'm using my G hook, which is a 4.25 millimeter hook. Hope you can see that. See that? Can't. You can never see it. Why is that? Okay. So G hook, I'm using my needle. This we're going to be using a lot of to sew on our loose ends. And as you can see here, this round part that comes all the way around here, we're actually going to be sewing that piece on. So I hope you guys got your sewing skills down, because we're going to be using that. Scissors. Okay. And you might need crochet markers if you guys are beginners, or if you really don't understand. I tell you when you need a crochet marker and stuff like that. I will not be putting one in myself, because I already know where I'm going to be putting my stitches at. So what we're going to do is, wrap the yarn around our 2 fingers. We're going to slip it through. We're just going to make a slip knot. You can make it any way you like, and I put mine like this. And I put my hook in, slide it down, and I wrap it over just like that. And there's my first one. So that's done. And that's how I make mine. So we're going to chain up 12. 1, 2, 3, sorry. My hook got stuck there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to go into the next stitch, not this one, but this one, the second one from the hook. And you're going to do a single crochet. So you're going to bring your yarn in, pull it through, and then pull through both loops. Go into the next stitch, put our hook into that stitch, pull through, wrap our yarn around, pull through. That's 2. We're going to go all the way up to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to wrap the yarn around. We're going to go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around, and pull through all 3 loops. It's a half double crochet. I'm going to go into our next stitch. It's right there. Oh, we're going to wrap the yarn around and do that again, but we're going to put 2 in the same stitch. For some reason. There it is. I'm going to hide there and trying to find it in the camera. Wrap the yarn around, go into that same stitch again and pull through. Now, very last stitch, we're going to put 5 half double crochets all together. So there's 1, go in that same stitch again, pull through, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, go back 1, 2, 3, and you'll put a marker there because that'll be your center point. And when we're doing the center points, when we get to this part of the booty, we're going to be doing decreases from that part. So if you really would like to know where your center is, put a crochet marker there. Now we're going to, what we did on this side, we're going to do on this side. We're going to put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. Then 1 half double crochet. Half double crochet, yes. Now we're going to put a single crochet all the way down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. I counted wrong. Now we're gonna single crochet on the very top of our first stitch here, which is right here where we're gonna slip stitch, but we're not gonna slip stitch. We're actually gonna put a single crochet into that stitch. Pull it through. And we're gonna put another one into that same stitch again. So it'll be 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Now we're going to go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a single crochet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Getting comfortable here. Now we're going to just do 2 single crochets in the next. 1, excuse me, 2, 1 single crochet in the next, 1, 2 in the next, 1, 2, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, then we're going to go single crochet all the way down to 10, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to put 2 single crochets in the next. 1, 2. 2 single crochets in the next. 1, 2. Now we're going to single crochet all the way up to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, go back in the same stitch. 2. 1 single crochet in the next. 2 single crochets in the next. 1, 2. 1 single crochet in the next. And then the very top we're going to put 3. 1 single crochet, back in the same stitch again. That's 2. Back in the same stitch again. 3. Then we're going to do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. So 1, go back in the same stitch again. 2. 1 single crochet in the next, 2 in the next. 1, 2. Single crochet all the way down to 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 in the next. 1, go back in the same stitch again. 2. Now we're going to slip stitch this just like that. And now we're going to chain up 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to be working in the back loops here. These are the back loops. Normally you'll go into both loops here. We're just going to work in the back loops. So wrap your yarn around, go into that back loop, pull through, wrap your yarn around, and pull through all 3. We're going to half double crochet all the way around until we get to, okay, this is where we put 3 in, and that's our center point. You want to backspace 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from that point. So this is where you'll put your marker at, and you'll put another marker here. So you know exactly where your beginning is and what the side point is where we're going to do a decrease at. So from the center to here, we're going to do a decrease and put these two together and make one stitch. So let's single crochet up to that point. My yarn got hooked. Do you ever have problems with it getting hooked to a fiber? Because I'm using 3 different types of fiber. Just pull it out and redo it again. It happens to all of us, even the masters. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Move my table towards me so I can actually get a better view of this. This is where our 3 are at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 3 more stitches to go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, got hooked to something. Do that one over again. There it goes. Now we're going to do a decrease, wrap your yarn around, go into the next stitch, pull through, go into the next stitch, pull through, and go through all 4 stitches and loops. That was our first decrease. Then we're going to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our 4th one was the beginning, so we're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to do a decrease and pull through the next, pull through all 4. Now we're going to half double crochet all the way back to the end. If I don't get my fibers all stuck on my hook. Okay, we're back at our beginning point here, and I'm going to slip stitch from the beginning that we started from, chain up 2, 1, 2. Okay, as you can see, we got our sole, and now we're lifting up from the sides now. So now we got our little mark right here, and we are going to now not go into the back loops anymore. We're going in both loops now. From our center that we just did, we're just going to all the way around half double crochets all the way around. Trying to unwind this one. I could not find the center of my yarn, the little thing, so I can just pull it out. So I'm actually rolling the yarn out. I hate when that happens, but it happens to most of us. Going in both loops now. And I'm crocheting a bit slower than I normally do. I just came back from the doctor and just found out I have tendinitis in my hands. I have arthritis already, but now my joints are crystallizing up and they're starting to hurt a little bit. So doctor told me to take it easy. I'm on a lot of medication now just because I crochet, which is sad because I love to crochet. So we're going to do this in slow motion now. Most of my videos. Getting closer to the end here. One more. We're going to slip stitch this from our beginning point. And at this point, we are pretty much done with the sole. As you can see here, I only went up 2. And then this back part is a different thing. You could go up more if you desire, but I'm going to keep it at 2. And we're just going to slip stitch this off, cut our yarn, pull that through, and then we'll take our needle and we'll thread that in and everything. Now we're going to work on the very top of our sole. And it's a half-eye semicircle, so that's how easy this is. This is a very simple project and very cute, and I love the look of it. Wrap our yarn around, tuck it under from the back. Put our hook in, pull it through. And now we're going to add chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Join with our first stitch. Pull it through. Chain up 1. In the center of our little hole that we just made, we're going to crochet 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain up 1. I'm going to turn, go back into that same stitch, do another single crochet. Going to the next stitch, we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1, 2. I'm going to do that to every stitch around, 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Next one, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Chain up 1. Turn your project, single crochet in each stitch all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got hooked in there again. Single crochet all the way around till you get to our end. Last one. Chain up 1. Single crochet in the same stitch. Now we're going to do 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 in the next, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 in the next, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 in the next, 1, 2, then 1 single crochet. Then you want to pull on the center to tighten it a little bit. You want it as little as possible, which that's good enough for me. I don't want the hole to be huge. And this is going to go right on top, just like that. See that? We're going to sew that right on top. So let's single crochet one more round of single crochets. So we already chained at one, I believe, right? Yes. Turn our project and single crochet all the way around. One, two, three. Should be 18. Okay, we're gonna fasten this off. The yarn. Pull that through. And because we have 18 here, we're gonna find our center point here, which that's the 3 right there. So this is 1 and this is the other. So this is our center here. This is our very, very center here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our 9th one, our 8th one actually, will be going right there. And we're going to sew that on there. So you can get a crochet marker and hold these together so you know exactly where it's going to be at, just like I'm using with the needle. And we're going to start from this point here, and you're going to line up your stitches. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start on my 8th one, and then I'm going to sew down. So 8, and then there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's wrong. Move that over by 1. There. And now that's the center of this. The very top, not the bottom. So it should be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And line that up right so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on each side and the 1 in the middle. Should be exactly even. So let's get some yarn here. You don't need that much, just about a yard. Half a yard pretty much, not a yard. Now I'm going to stick my needle in here so I hold these two in place instead of using a marker, because I don't have one on me right now. I'm in my other room. Thread your needle. I'm having a bit of difficulties threading mine because I have so much fiber. It's like a little rope with this yarn, but it's so beautiful. I love the way the shoes are coming out. So you're going to thread your needle, and we're going to start from our last one. So line them up make sure our stitches are exactly the same here. Here's my first one, and I'm going to bring it through, and for this one we're going to go in this back loop here, and then we're going to go on our very top here. Okay, I didn't do it for this side, but it's going to give it a good look once you're done, so I'm doing something different. I'm actually making a lot of these booties, so I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Go in the back loop and then go to both loops here. And we're going to be going to each stitch all the way around. And this wanted to get dug in there. I don't want that to happen. Go on our next stitch. Sew it on there. You can even do a slip stitch if you want, if you're not a good sewer. Okay, I'm going to take this out because we're already on a roll. We know exactly, we're just going to go all the way to the end of the round part of our booty. If I don't get my scissors caught into this yarn, everything wants to get in my way. Okay, my thread came off my needle again, so I'm going to thread it again. Bear with me, I apologize for this. That happens to most of us. Okay, back in action. You can also use a different color here, and you'll see the lines come in, and it looks really adorable too. If you wanted to give it a different look, you can also do that. And last one. And that is pretty much sewed on. And when I told you to go on that back part, it's because I wanted that line right there around it. See that? Isn't that cute? I like the way that looks compared to this. But you can do both ways. If you don't want that line on there, you pretty much will go into all the loops. So we're just gonna fasten this off, and what I pretty much like to do is I just thread everything in, and then I just thread it all together so it will not come out again. And then I cut it off, so then I don't have my loops in at the other end too. Slip stitch, cut that off. Pull on it, it's gone. These two you can tie together and then just sew them into your project here. A little booty. And then cut the rest of it off. Okay, so our booty is pretty much forming here. Now we're going to take our yarn again. And there's my end. Wrap the yarn around. I'm going to attach this on here to our last one. This side, sorry. Attach our yarn on. If anybody saw my videos, I pretty much crochet backwards sometimes, so I get confused, and I don't want nobody getting confused. Chain up 2, and we're gonna half double crochet to the other end here, all the way around from this point. So here we go. In both loops. chain up 2 and do it one more time. Going back the other way. Flip our project around. We're going to go into here. Oops. About to do a single crochet, half double crochets. And I'm going all the way back around again. Now we're going to slip stitch this through, fasten off, cut our yarn, thread it through, my needle here, and I'm going to thread this end in so it doesn't be sticking out. And at this point you want to start sewing in all your ends so you don't have nothing sticking out anymore. So we have these lifted up here, which you can attach them on there if you like. Pretty much after you sew this on, they pretty much stay together no matter what. So now we're going to start by doing the top of this. Get our yarn again and our hook. Make a slip knot. And chain up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're going to go into our next stitch here, pull through, and go all the way down to the end. Single crochet. Get to our end here, the last one. We're going to do 5 single crochets into that one stitch. So in the yarn, pull it through. 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm going to try to tighten this a little bit. We're going to go on the other side of this now, one more circle. I'm going to single crochet back. 1. Is that my first one? Yes. Okay. It's kind of hard to see. Two, 3, 4. We're at the end here. And there it is. And at this end, we'll be doing 5 again too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet back to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to half double crochet in the next. 1, 2, all 5 of them. 3, all half double crochets. 4 and 5. I'm sorry. Actually, it's not that way. Unravel it, sorry, just go back to the 5th one, unravel the half double crochets. We're going to put 2 into that one. Like I said, I freestyled this and I did not write it down, so I'm making sure I do this right. You're going to put 2 half double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. That's 3, 4, now we're in the next stitch. It's our 3rd stitch. Put 2 half double crochets. 1, and then another one. And again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our last one. Should be 10 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See? Now we're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to do the same thing we did on this side. 10 half double crochets, 2 in each stitch. So wrap your yarn around, go into the next stitch, pull it through. That's 1 half double crochet, go back in the same stitch again, and 2. And 1. That's 3, 4. Now we're just putting 2 in each stitch. A total of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our last one. And 5. Still slip stitch this, single crochet, sorry. No, slip stitch it. And I will slip stitch it, that's it. Fasten off. Okay, so now we're gonna sew that right on top here. I don't have my buttons with me, but what you would do is you see these little loops here? There's one and there's one on that side. You'll put your buttons right over those loops. Just like this. See? And you'll put the buttons right over the loops. But because I don't have my buttons with me, they're in the other room and I don't want to leave you guys. I want to make sure that we get this project done. Thread your needle. Okay, let's sew this guy on. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. I pretty much take these two things together and you can either sew them together, which I probably do here, so they won't be loose. Okay, so that's pretty much sewed together there. You want to take this and we're going to put that right over it. And where our buttons are at, they're literally going to be like right on top. So you see this line here that we did? See that line? You want to have it, sorry I have it loose in here, I'm trying to show you. See this line that we had made here? We're going to sew that right at the end of that line. So make sure it's like right over it, just like the way I have it here. And there's no right or wrong way. And I'm going to go into these two loops here to make sure I get it right on the end here. And I'm going to go into each, right into that stitch just like that. Now, if you see this one, I have it lifted up here because I'm not going over the stitches. I'm actually going in and out, in and out, in and out. So what I'm going to do here is you go into this stitch, you grab a little bit of the other stitch. Hope you guys can see that. See, I went through these two stitches. Now I'm going to go inside the booty here. And I'm going to bring it back to the other stitch. Just like that. You could go in and out and pull the needle out, which is easier too, but don't poke yourself.